Brisbane is booming. The city is Australia's fastest growing capital city due to its attractive lifestyle, green credentials and strong economy. But with its increasing popularity, the city is facing a complex challenge of providing affordable and diverse housing choices for a growing population. The solution involves collaboration between different groups, both government and private, and increasing density in areas around Brisbane while preserving the city's desirable lifestyle. And part of the solution is to go up, with the Brisbane City Council increasing the maximum building height in the Kurilpa precinct of South Bank to the same as the CBD. What will this mean? Will it help to house an influx of people into Brisbane? How can we invest to take advantage of these changes? And how will it change the face of the city? Let's find out, because today we're talking tactics. Brisbane is the capital city of Queensland and has a population of over 1.26 million people. It attracts approximately 275 new residents every week due to its international connections, subtropical climate and desirable lifestyle. In 2021, Brisbane welcomed 35,000 new residents from interstate and overseas. The Queensland Government projections indicate that Brisbane will grow by 14,000 people plus each year, with a population of over 1.5 million people in 2041, requiring the construction of more than 115,000 homes. There's already a rental crisis in the state, and home ownership is getting tougher to achieve, especially for young people. So where are all these new people going to live? Brisbane City Council actually released a document called Brisbane's Sustainable Growth, which details their planning for affordable and diverse housing choices. Let's take a look at some of the key actions and priorities set out in this document. Allowing CBD-style heights in Kurilpa. To help deal with the influx of residents, the Brisbane City Council has proposed a plan to allow CBD-style heights for residential buildings in South Brisbane's Kurilpa precinct. Previously, buildings had been limited to 15 to 30 stories, but this new policy would allow buildings of heights up to 274 metres tall, which is just over the tallest building across the river in the CBD, the Brisbane Sky Tower. This relaxing of height restrictions in the area aims to increase density and provide more housing options for residents in the area. Brisbane Lord Mayor Adrian Schrinner told ABC Radio that the new heights in South Brisbane would limit city sprawl and provide housing for young people. Density in the right areas can be most sustainable form of growth. We can create a precinct which I think could be the most sustainable community. The area is currently home to many industrial sites, such as the Glass Factory, Parmalat Milk Factory, and various warehouses. The Lord Mayor said that these could be transitioned out. Not all developments in the area will be approved to the maximum height, and there will be a mix of different opportunities in the area. Personally, I think this is a great thing. We should be focusing development around key transport nodes and reducing reliance on cars to move around. The endless greenfield development sprawl has been proven to be more costly with inferior societal outcomes. Going tall, not sprawl, is the way to grow a city. I also think that this should be extended to Fortitude Valley, Bowen Hills and Spring Hill, particularly around the train stations in each of these precincts, to help drive density in areas with already moderate levels of building heights, as well as creating a range of affordable options. Incentivizing build-to-rent developments. Another proposed solution by Brisbane City Council is to incentivise build-to-rent developments by allowing infrastructure charges to be paid over time. Build-to-rent developments refer to purpose-built apartment buildings or communities that are designed specifically for rental purposes. Unlike traditional apartment buildings where individual units are sold off to separate owners who then rent them out, BTR developments are owned and operated by a single entity, such as a superannuation fund or institution who rents the units to tenants. They typically offer long-term rental contracts, on-site management, shared amenities such as gyms, pools and community spaces. The aim of BTR developments is to provide more sustainability and security for renters and to create more affordable rental options in high demand areas. By incentivising these types of developments and reducing the upfront costs faced by developers, it will become easier to build and provide more affordable rental options for residents. The state government has just announced their own scheme to help BTR get out of the ground by providing a 50% land tax discount for 20 years from 1 July 2023. Foreign investors will also be exempt from the foreign land tax surcharge and additional foreign acquirer duty. The prerequisite is that at least 10% of rental homes in the complex are classified as affordable. I personally think it should be a total exemption. The vast majority of apartment owners don't pay land tax because individually they fall below the minimum thresholds. But under a BTR scheme, land tax applies. This, in essence, provides a significant cost hurdle to making BTR viable in Australia, even after a 50% reduction. Removing land tax on BTR ultimately means rental savings can be passed on to the renter, about $300 per year on average. Reviewing Brisbane's major centres. The council is reviewing Brisbane's major centres, such as Carindale, Chermside, Garden City, Indooroopilly, Toombul and Toowong, to unlock more housing supply. Brisbane's major centres have experienced significant housing and employment growth over the past 2 decades. The city is coordinating land use and infrastructure planning to ensure well-serviced development areas with high access to public and active transport, open space and community facilities. The city is also identifying the right locations for additional housing choices, delivering suburban upgrades to create vibrant centres for local communities and facilitating the delivery of housing in locations that align with key infrastructure. What this is likely to mean is that densities will increase to between 10 to 15 stories, particularly around major shopping centres and probably a bit higher in Toowong. Don't worry, your tin and timber house will remain. Development will be centred around the centres themselves. Think about shopping centre car parks, large vacant lots and older commercial buildings. The key here will be ensuring each precinct is appropriately serviced by public transport. I'd like to see the new Brisbane Metro will be expanded to all of these precincts to facilitate high capacity, turn up and go services to support the density increase. Creating detailed suburban renewal precinct plans. The Brisbane City Council aims to create more housing and employment opportunities through suburban renewal precincts and neighbourhood plans. They plan to convert underutilised industrial and commercial zoned properties into mixed-use residential developments, creating new housing, employment and retail opportunities in more suburbs throughout Brisbane. The council has identified around about 70 hectares of land, including Runcorn, Moorooka, Nunda, Alderley and Kedron for transition. They also plan to create new urban enterprise areas to accommodate high-value manufacturing businesses and services, as well as new supporting residential development. The Urban Renewal Brisbane program has been successful in transforming industrial areas such as Newstead, Fortitude Valley and the Howard Smith Wharves into thriving residential, employment and entertainment destinations. The new initiatives aim to create a city of neighbourhoods, implementing new precinct planning and facilitating the delivery of housing in locations that align with key infrastructure such as the new Cross River Rail and Brisbane Metro stations. The priority is to create sustainable, livable, suburban and inner city precincts close to jobs, community services, recreation and transport. As Brisbane continues to grow, the need for affordable housing will become more urgent. The solutions proposed by the council are just the beginning, and we must continue to explore new and innovative ways to provide housing for everyone in our city. What do you think? Are these strategies put forward by council enough? Are they in the right areas? And what do you think of the plan of huge skyscrapers on the south bank side of the river? I'd love to know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. I'm Mel Pikos, and we've been talking tactics.